The Edict of the King by Ginzberg. The edict issued against the Jews was revoked by Ahasuerus in the following terms. King Ahasuerus sends this letter to all the inhabitants of water and earth, to all the rulers of districts, and to generals of the army who dwell in every country. May your peace be great. I write this to you to inform you that although I rule over many nations, over the inhabitants of land and sea, yet I am not proud of my power, but will rather walk in lowliness and meekness of spirit all my days, in order to provide for you great peace. Unto all who dwell under my dominion, unto all who seek to carry on business on land or on sea, unto all who desire to export goods from one nation to the other, from one people to the other unto them all. I am the same, from one end of the earth to the other, and none may seek to cause excitement on land or on sea, or enmities between one nation and another, between one people and another. I write this because in spite of our sincerity and honesty with which we love all the nations, revere all the rulers, and do good to all the potentates, there are nevertheless people who were near to the king, and into whose hand the government was entrusted, who by their intrigues and falsehoods misled the king, and wrote letters which are not right before heaven, which are evil before men and harmful for the empire. This was the petition they requested from the king, that righteous men should be killed, and most innocent blood be shed, of those who have not done any evil, nor were guilty of death such righteous people as Esther, celebrated for all virtues, and Mordecai, wise in every branch of wisdom. There is no blemish to be found in them nor in their nation. I thought that I was requested concerning another nation, and did not know it was concerning the Jews, who were called the children of the Lord of all, who created heaven and earth, and who led them and their fathers through great and mighty empires. And now as he, Haman, the son of Hammedatha, from Judea, a descendant of Amalek, who came to us and enjoyed much kindness, praise, and dignity from us, whom we made great and called father of the king, and seated him at the right of the king, did not know how to appreciate the dignity and how to conduct the affairs of state, but harbored thoughts to kill the king and take away his kingdom. Therefore we ordered the son of Hammedatha to be hanged, and all that he desired we have brought upon his head. And the Creator of heaven and earth brought his machinations upon his head. As a memorial of the wonderful deliverance from the hands of Haman, the Jews of Shushan celebrated the day their archenemy had appointed for their extermination, and their example was followed by the Jews of the other cities of the Persian Empire, and by those of other countries. Yet the sages, when besought by Esther, refused at first to make it a festival for all times, lest the hatred of the heathen be excited against the Jews. They yielded only after Esther had pointed out to them that the events on which the holiday was based were perpetuated in the annals of the kings of Persia and Media, and thus the outside world would not be able to misinterpret the joy of the Jews. Esther addressed another petition to the sages. She begged that the book containing her history should be incorporated in the Holy Scriptures, because they shrank from adding anything to the triple canon, consisting of the Torah, the prophets, and the hagiographa. They again refused, and again they had to yield to Esther's argument. She quoted the words from Exodus, "Write this for a memorial in a book," spoken by Moses to Joshua after the battle of Rephidim with the Amalekites. They saw that it was the will of God to immortalize the warfare waged with the Amalekite Haman. Nor is the book of Esther an ordinary history. Without aid of the Holy Spirit, it could not have been composed, and therefore its canonization resolved upon below was endorsed above. 193. And as the book of Esther became an integral and indestructible part of the Holy Scriptures, so the Feast of Purim will be celebrated forever, now and in the future world, and Esther herself by her pious deeds acquired a good name both in this world and in the world to come. 194.